I'm Jabi, and this is Dear Wela. People think baking is very difficult and that you'll need a lot of ingredients. Well, tell you what, that is not true. Today, the first thing I'll be making is my beautiful, tasty, kiss me quick cupcakes. All that you're going to need is stuff that you probably have in your own kitchen. If you don't have any of these ingredients, you can just go to any supermarket and you'll find them easily. So what I'll be using is golden brown sugar, some cake flour, icing sugar, baking soda, some salt, 2 eggs, milk, vegetable oil, I prefer using sunflower oil, and some vanilla essence, and that's it. Our ingredients are ready. It's time for us to get baking. So the first thing that we're going to do is mix our dry ingredients. Then after that, we'll add all the liquids and into the oven. Remember, before you start baking, you have to make sure you preheat your oven to 180 degrees. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in 1.5 cups of cake flour into the mixing bowl. 3/4 cup of golden brown sugar. The reason why we're using golden brown sugar is because we love the caramel flavor. Plus, when we take the cupcakes out of the oven, they're going to look nice and golden. The next thing that we're going to add is going to be 2 spoons of baking soda, then some salt, just a pinch of salt, and blend this together. I'm using 2 eggs for this recipe. So the next thing to go into our mix is going to be the vegetable oil. I'm using sunflower oil. Use 1/4 cup of oil, then the milk. Also 1/4 cup of milk. And the last thing is going to be a teaspoon of vanilla essence for flavor. So the next thing to do is to mix this together until we've got a nicely blended dough. I'm gonna mix this on low speed. By mixing on low prevents the batter spilling. That looks perfect. So now that our dough mix is ready, all that I'm going to do is prepare the baking tin. So what I have here is a baking tin as well as paper cups. You can find this in any supermarket. They come in different colors. So I'm using white ones. And now we're ready to scoop the mix into the paper cups. So you just have to make sure that you don't fill it too much. Maybe like about 3/4 of the paper cup. So you don't want to fill them too much because once you put them in the oven, they are going to rise. Just gonna fill all of them up. So now it's time for us to put this into the oven and bake for a good 25 minutes. Remember guys, you have to preheat your oven first for about 30 minutes at 180 degrees. How easy was that? 3 steps and everything is in the oven. So our cupcakes are baking beautifully in the oven, and while we wait for that, I'm going to make a tasty, beautiful ice cream frosting. You don't have to go to this extent at home. The reason why I'm doing this is because it's my sister's favorite, plus it's her wedding, so we have to make this as crazy and big as possible. So what I've done here is I've used my ice cream machine, which was a Christmas gift from my boyfriend. I love it so much, and it's done the work for me. It's made the ice cream very, very simple, but you can get your simple vanilla ice cream from the supermarket and make use of that if you don't have an ice cream making machine. So what I'm going to do, just gonna open this. And I'm gonna put in some butter. Use 1/4 cup of butter for the icing. Next thing I'm gonna do is scoop some ice cream. Just about a cup of vanilla ice cream. I'm just gonna mix this until it blends beautifully. And as I'm doing this, I'm going to gradually add some icing sugar, roughly about 3 cups, but you can add your icing sugar according to taste. Some people like the frosting super sweet, and then others don't have a sweet tooth. Okay, so now that our frosting is ready, all that we have to do is put it in the piping bag and pipe away. Let me take out my lovely cupcakes from the oven. This smells incredible. I just love it. I can smell the vanilla and they look great. So now all that we have to do is wait for them to cool off because we don't want our ice cream frosting to run. So our yummy Kiss Me cupcakes are ready and it's time for me to taste. They look so beautiful. I have to say that this is the best cupcake I've ever made. You are totally going to love trying this out. You have to remember, guys, this took me less than an hour and it looks beautiful, it tastes amazing, the vanilla, to die for.
My mom taught me to bake, working in the kitchen with her, creating the most delicious baked goods. And now, I've translated these ideas into straightforward recipes for the everyday kitchen. Tasty and easy. I'm Jabi, and this is Wela.